Do you have somebody in your life that's maybe sick or elderly, or even an elderly pet or a pet that's kind of aging? And maybe you're already starting to feel the loss, even though they're still here on earth? If so, that is something called anticipatory grief. And does it really help you, or does it just steal moments from today? Hi, my name is K.A. Bloch, and I am the award winning poet and author of 4 books that consist of poetry and prose. My channel here is called The Practical Poet, and I also have a blog of the same name at thepracticalpoet.com/blog. And each week on my blog and on this channel, I feature a different poem from one of my 4 books, or maybe even some new material. And the poem that I'm talking about today or this week comes from my 3rd book called Gather Seeds of Hope. And this is a poem called Bracing for Heartbreak. And this is about all of those moments in life that we know are probably going to happen at some point, and we start to prepare ourselves for them. And it doesn't even have to be the big catastrophic moments like the death of somebody or the illness. It could just be like disappointments in life. And in the poem, there's different scenarios of a couple different people that are going through some different scenarios that maybe are a little bit disappointing. And, they're learning to kind of brace themselves for the heartbreak that they know is probably going to come their way. And this poem was kind of inspired one day when I was holding my little cat Bella, and I realized that she was 10 years old, and I thought, gosh, she's not going to be with me forever. She's probably halfway through her life at this point, and I got very sad about that. And I gave her a kiss and a hug, and I was already grieving her, and she was in my arms. She was fine. She's healthy and happy, and I felt very sad that day. Then I thought about her, having half of her life gone, and so I started to write this poem, kind of thinking about those moments in life that we prepare ourselves for. And there is that term for it called anticipatory grief. What I'd like to do here is read a couple of verses, a short excerpt from the poem Bracing for Heartbreak. And if you want to read the full version, it is available at my blog at thepracticalpoet.com. So again, just a short excerpt for Bracing for Heartbreak. So many moments of sorrow sprinkled throughout our lives. We brace ourselves for heartbreak, so we're prepared when it arrives. These moments are inevitable. They're a part of life, but still, they strengthen our resolve, but they also test our will. This all sounds so dismal and so very gloom and doom. It's easy to push joy aside and let the negative consume. Both are just a part of life, the good along with bad, the yin and yang of balancing the happy and the sad. So, just a short excerpt from the poem Bracing for Heartbreak from my 3rd book, Gather Seeds of Hope. I will link the video below. Thank you.